And off we go from Denver. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They start the drive with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Wilson. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Broncos. KJ Hamler from 4 yards out. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Play action now. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back there and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
You
got to do what you got to do.
You're worried about your hands, though.
No.
Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Joseph's got it, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Joseph now to kick this one away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the 38, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Cousins now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. On 1st down, Wilson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wilson will throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Cameron Bynum. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taken from about the 12. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Washington now brings this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what pressure. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Play action now. Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
On second down, Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Edmonds going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another intercept.